Today's our topic is linear regression. Are you able to see the screen? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you solved yesterday's two problems? Yeah? Are you able to understand the problem and so today's topic is regression. Earlier we have seen the relationship correlation between the two variables. What happened in regression, this estimates require the what is the exact relation between the two variables, and the method which way I can find the exact relationship between two variables in regression method. Earlier we have seen what is the correlation between the two variables. Okay, so there are two methods, that is one is the least square method and other is with considering the mean, and we are to judge the y independent variable and dependent variable, how the exact relation, how the dependent variable, we have to find out the dependent variable, how the impact that independent variable on dependent variable. So regression is the technique concerned with prediction some variable by knowing others. The process of predicting variable y using variable x. And that with that tell you how values y changes in the function if the values x is also changing, or how the value of x changes with the value of y changes. So that we have to uh, find out in the regression line. Okay, this is little bit mathematical, so you guys are try to understand and try to that how is the relationship between 2x and y. This is very formulative and there is so many mathematical calculations. Okay, so correlation and regression. Correlation describe the strength of a linear relationship between two variables, and linear means it's a straight line. We have seen yesterday, if there in between x and y there is a positive correlation, it shows with the straight line, means there is a positive correlation. And after that, regression tells us how to draw a straight line described by the correlation. So calculate the best fit line for a certain set of data, and the regression line makes the sum of square of the residual smaller than any other line. Residuals means there is the estimated value and the calculated value. What is the difference between the two values, that is residuals. It is defined with the epsilon sign. Okay, so this, if you find out the relationship between the two variables, this shows how the variable is correlated, linearly correlated with each other. You can see this diagram, regression minimize residuals. This is systolic blood pressure. This is a dependent variable and weight is independent variables. How the weight changes according to SBP is also changes, and it shows there is a linear regression because this straight line and this sum of the point is away from that straight line. So this we have to calculate this to this point distance, that is called epsilon. Later we will see how to calculate all this. So this is the residual. So this shows the linear correlation between the SBP and weight. So we are able to construct the base fitting straight line to the scatter diagram point and then formulate the regression equation in the form of y hat is equal to a plus bx. This is the line formula. That equation of line form is y is equal to a plus b. In this method, we minimize the sum of square errors. If we minimize the sum of square errors in estimation of y values, such lines is regression if it is y on x and if you want to find the line of x on y, so we have to write exactly opposite. X hat is equal to a plus or c plus d y. Okay, so we minimize the least square error using this equation. So this formulate two line of regression shown like y hat is equal to a plus bx. So this is a simple linear regression. If this form the linear straight line between two independent and dependent variable. So this is the formula. We have to calculate this y hat. B naught is the constant value and b1 x. If you solve this equation, they have given some b value and x is something whatever independent variable we have seen in the first example, that is weight. How weight is dependent on this SBP. Okay, that relationship we want to find, and this is plus minus epsilon is the error term. So B naught is intercept, that is the constant value, and B1 is equal to the slope, that is delta y upon delta x. So output of regression is function that predicts the dependent variable based upon values of independent variable. So simple regression line fits a straight line to the data, means that both relation is simple linear relation regression. So here it is, they have described what is that red line and the black dots. Black dot is whatever in our data is in X variable, there is some values, consider weight 30, 40, 50. And we are going to estimate some value while using y hat is equal to a plus bx. That two values difference between the two values, that prediction value is we are going to estimate this red line. Okay, and this is observed data, means whatever we have put into our observed y means given in the data set. Okay, so this is dependent variable, that is SBP, consider that, and independent variable is weight. So this is 0, this value is 0. The function will make a prediction for each observation data point. The observation is denoted by y and the prediction is denoted by y hat. Just I told you that prediction is y hat, that we have to calculate it for each values, and this is the observed values that we have given in the data set. On that basis, we are going to predict the y hat. So next is observation of y and prediction of y hats. This, how this value is, you can see this plus, and this is what is the distance between two this point observed and predicted value, that is epsilon. It is called epsilon, that is prediction error. So it is, for each observation, the variation can be described as y is equal to, this is actual value, and whatever is the estimated value, that is y hat, plus epsilon, that is error value. Means what is the difference between this red dot and black dot, that is called epsilon. So in the next diagram, we can see how to measure this epsilon value. So you can see from the straight line what is the distance from this original value. Okay, so a least square regression, select the line with the lowest total sum of square prediction error. If that error is small, so it's least square regression, select. This value is called the sums of square error. Whatever is calculated for each value, we have to sum that value, that is the sum of square error. This is little bit difficult to understand you guys, because your base is not mathematics, but in regression you have to apply some mathematics equation, straight line. Okay, so what we will do first, we have to calculate the population means, that is y bar, or y hat is estimated. Estimated means we are going to observe after the y bar is y bar. Okay, so this is y bar that is given in the data set. If you have SBP and weight, we can calculate x bar and y bar. Okay, on that basis, we are going to find the regression y hat estimated. Okay, the sum of square regression is the sum of square difference between prediction of each observation and population mean. So this is the formula for sum of square regression. The total sum of square is SST is equal to SSR, means sum of square regression plus sum of square error. Mathematically, that we can write this formula. So y hat minus y bar. Y bar means the mean of SBP, okay, and the square, that is sum of square error, which is explain the error part. Okay, the measure of unexplained variation. We can't measure the unexplained variation, so this is SSE, that is y minus each value from y estimated, whatever we are using. The before that, y is equal to a plus bx, y hat is equal to a plus bx. On that formula we can get the y hat value, that is red line. From that we can calculate the SSE, that is sum of square error. So this is SST, the total sum of square is equal to SSR plus SSE, that is sum of y minus y bar square, the measure of total variation in y. So we can find there is a how much total variation in the both the data set. So the portion of total variation, that is SST, that is explained by the regression, is known as the coefficient of determination, is the preferred as a R square. We have seen earlier that correlation, that is R square. The same method we have to apply this, that is the formula is BYX, means we have to find the relationship Y on X. If you write BXY, so we have to find the relationship between X on Y, how the Y is changing and what is the effect on the dependent variable, that is X, that we have to find using the regression equation. So the value of R square can range between 0 to 1. The higher it's the value, more accurate is the regression model. It is often referred as a percentage. Okay, if the value R square is near to 1, that is 0.98, so that the regression model is accurate. So standard error of regression is the measure of its variability. It can be used in a similar manner to standard deviation and allowing it to prediction interval. So y plus minus 2 standard error that provides approximately 95% accuracy. What happens in statistics, they have to consider the up to 5% errors allowed in our data set. So there is standard formula. So y plus 2 plus minus 2 is 2 standard deviation, that is 90% accuracy in that data set. It is, if you consider 3 standard 3 y plus minus 3 standard errors, there is a 99.5% confidence interval in that particular data set. So standard error is calculated by taking the square root of average prediction error. So standard error is equal to square root of sum of square error minus n minus k. So n minus k is the total number of observation in the data set, and k is the total number of model how we are generated, that is 2. So yx, so that is 2. So a k is equal to will be changed according to the data set. Okay, so that k is the total number of variables in the model. Okay, if we have two variables, that is systolic blood pressure and weight, so that is a k is equal to 2. So total observation minus 2, so that is number of degrees of freedom, that you guys don't understand right now. What is the degrees of freedom? It is too vast to understand the degrees of freedom. What is type 1 error, what is type 2 error, what is hypothesis? This required prerequisite knowledge for this regression. So just focus on this and how to solve what we can do. We are here, we are looking for what is the exact relationship between the two variables, that is systolic blood pressure. I'm giving the example of systolic blood pressure and weight. Okay, how the systolic blood pressure is increased, what is, if the weight is increased, how is the systolic blood pressure is increased or decreased. So if you are using the simple regression method, so it tells you after you calculate the r, if it is r is equal to 0.9, so there is the model is correct, means if the systolic weight is increasing, the systolic blood pressure is increasing or decreasing, you can find out using the regression line which model we are going to apply and what is the r value, that we can decide from the that regression line. So output of a simple regression is the coefficient b beta and the constant a. The equation is then y is equal to a plus beta into x plus epsilon. So if you generate that regression model, so y is the estimated value, a is some constant value, b is, while we are applying that model, the x is our independent variable is weight, and we are going to predict the systolic blood pressure while using this regression line. Okay, so where epsilon is the residual error, beta is per unit changes in dependent variable for each unit changes in the independent variable, means how the x is changes per unit, so how the y is also changing side by side for each value. Okay, so that beta is delta y upon delta x. This is the error, this is the that less term that we can find out that regression. So more than one independent variable can be used to explain the variance, the dependent variable, as long as they are not linearly related. If there is in the data set, if there is a systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, weight, height, person's age, so that time we can take, we have only gone for the first model, that is only for x. Here it is x1, x2, x3, xk. If the dependent variable or independent variable is more than one, then we go for the multiple regression. Means y is the systolic blood pressure, we want to find a relationship systolic blood pressure with x. What is x here? It is weight, here it is height, it is person's age, maybe the diet, what they are how they are taking a diet, it is veg, non-veg. So that is all independent variable which is our in data set. Okay, when we are taking in our model, so that time it becomes a multiple regression where k is the number of variables or parameters. Understood this? So there are how to calculate the regression equation. There are two methods. First, we have the through normal equation and through regression coefficient. Okay, so first in deviation method from we can calculate this from the
Ma'am, you have got mute.
now.
Yes, ma'am, now you're audible. Ma'am, you have again got mute.
So you can hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are two methods, that is through normal equation, through regression coefficient. So in through regression coefficient methods, there is the two methods. There are deviation methods from arithmetic mean and deviation method. What happened in deviation method for assume mean? We first assume the mean for x and y, okay, and then we are calculating substitute the value in the model, and then we'll find the regression model. So there are two methods. We will see how to calculate the regression line. So in least square method, this is a through normal equation, this is least square method. What happened, there are two equation line. There is regression equation on x on y, that is x is equal to a plus by. So where x is a dependent variable, x should be a dependent variable always, or y is and y is an independent variable. The regression equation y on x is, you can do vice versa, that we have to decide it how to find the what relationship we want in x and y. So this is y. Now this is second way, the regression equation y on x. So this is y is equal to a plus bx. So here y is a dependent variable and x is independent variable. Here if you add x1 plus x2 plus x3, that is multiple regression. Okay, we want to judge that person with the height, weight, the person's living habit, the what that person is, what is the education. Here it can be dependent variable, it is systolic blood pressure. I want to judge, I want to find the exact relationship between the systolic blood pressure and weight. So I am finding only, I am taking two variable in consideration. Okay, so there is, that is called the simple regression equation. If my independent variable is more than one, then that time we are going to find the multiple regression equation. So, and the values a and b above equation are found by the method of least of square reference. The value of a and b are found with the value of normal equation given below. So there is how to find the a and b. There are two methods, that is sum of x is equal to na plus b sum of y, and sum of xy is equal to a sum of y. Here is you have to solve some line equation. And if you have heard about that a plus b square, what is the formula? A plus b square is equal to, anybody?
Ma'am, a plus b whole square,
Huh?
a square plus 2ab plus b square.
Okay, so you know that formula, you know, but what about others? I know you are not from the mathematical background, so here you have to use that, how to solve two equation, two line equation. Okay, so there is sum of y is equal to na plus b sum of x. So these are the equations. Because why I am telling you, if you want to write some information about the regression, linear regression method, you have to write how to find the least square method. So what is the regression equation? What is the regression equation of x on y? What is the regression equation on y on x? So this is one example. So there is a following data obtaining two regression equation using the method of least square. So here is x is 3, 2, 7, 4, and 8, and y is equal to 6, 1, 8, 5, 9. So we are going to find the regression equation using least square method. So what we have to find now? First, calculate the sum of x, then calculate sum of y. Up to this, you can do that, right? You guys can do that. Yesterday, whatever we have done in the correlation, that is the same thing. We have to type this data in Excel, then calculate sum of x, sum of y. Sum of x and y means total of this, total for this x value, x variable, y variable, and x into y means 3 into 6. X square means 3 ka square. Y square means 6 ka square. So that you have calculated. Don't afraid of that summation sign. Summation is the sum of total. Okay. So sum of x is 21, sum of y is 29, summation of xy is 168. So summation x square is equal to 142 and y square is equal to 207. So we need this in this formula. So summation y is equal to na plus b sum of x. So we have substitute all the values. So we get this value. Okay. So we have to make one value equation balance करना होता है. So what we have done here, 29 is equal to whatever we have calculated before this. Just put that value in the equation. So summation of y na plus b summation of x and summation of xy is equal to a sum of x, b sum of x square. The substitute all the values from the table we get. So we got this equation. Now what happened, if you want to find out the value of a or b, so we have to we have to balance two equation. So I consider the a. So if you multiply 5 into 12, so it is 60, and 12 into 5, it is 60. So you can solve this equation. So here we can find the solving equation. A is equal to 0.66, B is equal to 1.07. I will put some other slides in the assignment how to solve the equation that we can understand. Right now it is difficult how to do. There is we want that board and this one. So I will share that screen how to solve that equation. So after solving this equation, we got a is equal to 0.66 and b is equal to 1.07. So by putting the values a and b in regression, so we will get y is equal to this. Means x, this is a constant value, 1.06 is the x. For that x, the coefficient is 1.06. Okay. So now find the regression equation x on y. The same method, but here it is the two normal equations. There in before we have seen summation of y is equal to na plus b summation of x. Here exactly ulta, that is sum of x na plus b summation of y. So we have to put all the values in this equation and we have to balance that equation. So here 29 into 5 करना है या 5 into 29 करना है. तो 1 for that particular coefficient, we can find the 429 and select that one equation. Whatever value gets in a 4.49, you have to put in that formula and we will get the b. For that b is 0.74. So we will get the two regression line. One is x on y and y on x. So x is 0.49, 0.74 y. This is the one least square regression method, and now is the through regression coefficient. So we will see deviation from the arithmetic mean method. So what the calculation by the least square method are quite difficult when the values x and y are large. So the work can be simplified by using this method. The formula for the calculation equation by this method. So there is second method, the x. So if you want to find the regression line for x on y, so we have to give this equation x minus x bar bxy, y minus y bar. So bxy is equal to sum of xy upon sum of y square, and sum of b of y is equal to sum of xy upon sum of x square. So segregation equation on y on x, same dependent side means equal to का left side लेना है. That is, you are not able to see the screen. Are you able to see the screen?
When we are able to see the PPT.
Yeah. So I am through regression coefficient, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is regression equation y on x. So y is always whatever the dependent variable that is in the left side and independent variable in the right side. So we want to predict that y estimated value. So this is the formula for using the deviation from arithmetic mean method. So this is example. If you want to try, you can try this example on your Excel sheet. This is obtained a regression equation taking deviation of actual mean. We are here consider x bar is the actual mean. This is actual mean, that is 24. If you calculate 3 minus 24, what is the answer? Not sum, that is sum of x. Anybody tell me that what is x bar value? We have seen before how to calculate mean for the x and y, how to calculate the mean for y. There is 3, 2, 7, 4, 8. Anybody? Why this value is minus 1.8?
Ma'am, 4.8.
Okay. How you are calculating?
Ma'am, adding the whole x divided by 5.
Okay, great. So you get the value of minus 1.8. 3 minus 4.8 is 1.8. Anybody? How to calculate x bar? Just take a sum of x, that is 3 plus 2 plus 7 plus 4 plus 8, and the total number of observation. There is only 5 observation. So take 3 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 12, 16, 16 plus 8 divided by 5. So that is x bar. So we are going to calculate this actual mean from the actual mean, x bar and y bar. So you will get this x is equal to x minus x bar, that is minus 1.8, and like that we have to calculate for each of x values and each of y values. So what is x square? Now whatever is the x we have calculated, that we have to take a square. Okay. So here 3.24, y square is 0.04. You can do it in your notebook also, or you can do it in the Excel. If you do it in Excel, that will be very easiest. You don't have to calculate each and value, just drag and drop. Yeah, have you able to do that? Sorry, this is not the example. So next is how to calculate that sum value. So equation, we are finding equation of x on y. The formula is x minus x bar, which is equal to bxy, y on y bar. Why it is xy? Because we are finding x on y. So you have to write bx on y. So bxy's formula is summation xy divided by summation y square. We are finding all the values, just substitute all the values in the equation and find out the regression line. That value, that line is x is equal to 0.49 plus 0.745. You have to solve this bracket. Okay, 74 into y minus 5.8 is equal to 0.74. That will be 0 point something, and this value you have to, here it is minus 4.8. If you go to right side, it will be plus. So this is x is equal to 0.49, 0.74y. Now the second way is regression equation y on x. So we have to write the y minus y bar byx, x minus x bar square. So why it is here byx? We are finding the regression equation for y on x. So that formula is summation x का सिर्फ यहाँ का डिनोमिनेटर इज चेंज. ओके, समेशन एक्स स्क्वायर है, इधर समेशन y square है. So again, you have to substitute all the values, then you will get this equation. Y is equal to 0.66 plus 1.07x. Now, next step is you have to solve this both the equation. So it would be observed that this regression equation are same as those obtained in the direct method. Means where that time we are assuming the mean and mean in the direct method, and both using with those these both method we are getting same equation. So deviation from assume mean method, यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना है? We have to consider mean. We don't have to calculate the mean for x and y. We have to assume that x bar and y bar. So regression equation x on y, the same formula. Okay, there is distance, that is difference find out करना है. So, but here the value bxy and value byx will be calculated by following formula. This formula has been changed here.
Ma'am, you've got mute.
The host is, I don't know what is going to happen. So this is the formula for byx. When we are assuming the mean, we are not calculating here. What happened before that? We are calculating x bar and y bar. But here we are not going to calculate. We are assuming the mean for x and y. So for that, we have to use this equation. So this is the example. The data is given previously. I've calculated regression equation by assuming mean 7 as a mean of x series and 6 as a mean of y series. Okay, we are just assuming mean is equal to 7 and mean is equal to 6. So now we have this x minus difference calculate करना है. We are just imagine करना है 7 and 6 is the mean for x and y roughly. Okay, and then using this whatever formula is there, see dx and dy is we have seen earlier also, x minus observed value minus mean. So this is the formula, 3 minus 7 minus 4, 2 minus 7 minus 5, 7 minus 7 is 0, 4 minus 7 is minus 3, like that. And same method, उसका स्क्वायर करना है, then again you have to calculate deviation from assume mean 6. So we are assuming this mean is for this particular y variable is 6, then 6 minus 6 is 0, 1 minus 6 is minus 5, like that. And we have to take the sum of all the columns, and then d square y, then again dx, this dx and dy multiplication. So 0, 25 and plus 3, whatever is the, and you have to, at last, we have to take the sum of every values. And then again, you have to substitute in this formulas, these formulas. So here we are getting x bar and y bar is different. That is for earlier example, that is 4.8 and 5.8. The regression coefficient x on y is, put this formula and substitute all the values. Okay, so we get this bxy is equal to 0.74, and all these values again we have to substitute in the regression line, whatever that regression equation is, x minus x bar, bxy, y minus y bar. So here original x bar is our 4.8. So we have written over here x bar 4.8 and y bar is 5.8. Again, you have to solve this bracket. So we will get x is equal to 0.74y and 0.49. समझा कि सब ऊपर से जा रहा है? जस्ट कंसिडर करना है हमें, एक रिग्रेशन फाइंड आउट करना है. सो फाइंड आउट दैट देयर आर टू मेथड्स, देयर आर लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड्स एंड देयर आर मीन डेविएशन मेथड. इन मीन डेविएशन मेथड what we have to do, we have to use this formula because here we are assuming mean. We are not directly calculating. Before that we have taken the particular x and y value, particular x and y का mean लेके we have substituted that value in the equation. That equation is, before that this equation has changed. We have directly written that summation x into y, summation y square, summation y का whole square. Here we are calculating because here we are assuming the mean. So here the formula is different. But again, the equation line is same, x minus, if you are finding the equation is x on y, so that is x minus x bar, bxy, we know the bxy ka formula also, so y minus y bar. For two different methods, two different equations. So follow that equation and substitute all the values. I think so that basic calculation you guys are know. I'm considering that, how to solve the bracket and all. So next is regression coefficient y on x. So this is same again, but here we are finding the regression coefficient y on x. So same method, you can observe that only there is a change in formula. So regression equation of y on x is y minus y bar byx, x minus x bar. So y is equal to 1.07x plus 0.066. किस किस को इक्वेशन सॉल्व मींस एटलीस्ट ये ब्रैकेट सॉल्व करना नहीं आता है या आता है? या मल्टीप्लिकेशन तो आता है ना? हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दिस इक्वेशन? 1.07 इंटू एक्स ब्रैकेट के बाहर लिखा माइनस 1.07 4.8, अगेन ब्रैकेट के यहाँ पे वन स्टेप नहीं है. देन y is equal to 5.8 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. सो 5.8 minus 4 point whatever the multiplication 1.07 into 4.8, so it comes 0.66. ये ब्रैकेट सॉल्व किसको करना नहीं आता? So मैं consider करूँ everybody knows how to solve the bracket multiplication. Yeah. when you are going to solve by yourself, then only you will come to know what is wrong and what is right, and how I am doing it is right or wrong. So least square method and arithmetic method say we are getting the same answer. Okay, you can see here y is equal to 0.66, x is equal to 0.49, 0.74. See, yeah, you can use least square method or you can use direct mean deviation method. So if I will ask what is the two methods and how to solve that problems, write the formula for the two problems. किसको नहीं समझा? या किसी को भी नहीं समझा? Just try to solve this problem. चलो start करो. Book में solve करो. If you are trying to solve in the book, you will come to know what is going wrong. Excel में तो it is very easy to solve. Just put that. If you want that equations, I'll show you the screen. Write down this equation. Are you doing it? If I want to find the regression equation x on y while using mean deviation with assuming mean method and least square method. In what happened in least square method, we have to calculate the x bar and y bar, and this instead of this formula we have to use some other formula, that is direct value. We have to put sum of x, sum of y, sum of x into y, sum of y square, sum of y ka whole square. That here we are not calculating that way. We are assuming mean. So we are taking the mean that x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 6. So that's why this formula is some thoda sa different hai. I will share this slides in the assignment section just so you can use these formulas. Okay, and try to solve whatever I have solved in the given slides, that you can try by yourself in the notebook. लिख लिया ये formula? So try to solve this problem. This is the same data set, just we have to consider the y mean x is 7 and y for y it is 6. Everybody is doing it. Just do it. It's very easy. Whatever we have done in the correlation, that same way we have to do it for the regression coefficient. In correlation, we are finding the what is the correlation between x and y. And here we are, what is the exact correlation in between x and y, that x, while x is increases, y decreases or increases, what is the coefficient of that y, how the unit changes with value of x or value of y, that we are going to find out through the regression equation.
मैम फॉर्मूले वाली सेट शो करिए.
What we are doing here, we are finding the value of dxy. Okay, so for that we have to need all these expressions, and this x bar and y bar, that is actual mean. But for this, that's difference calculating, we are assuming mean. Okay. कहाँ तक पहुंचे? This, have you done with this table? If you write this equation, just calculate all the values. Just take ये सबका ये dx square, dx का square करना है, y every time you have to minus that 6 and उसका square. Then this dx into dy in this column, and इस सब का sum करना है last में. This is the sign for total sum. Summation. It's called summation. Okay. And then this, you can substitute all the values in this equation. We know n, what is n? N is the number of observation, that is 5. And we have already calculated summation dx into dy, that is 31. Summation d is equal to minus 11. Summation dy is equal to minus 1. After that, in the denominator, numerator, this denominator 5 into 39 minus 1 minus 1 ka square karoge, it is always 1, and minus 1, 190, 39 into 5 is 195 minus 1. So bxy, this calculation is very easy. If you are finding difficulty in this equation, this is also easy, because we are getting this value for 0.74. X bar we are already calculated, that is actual mean, that is 4.8. Just you have to solve this bracket. Bracket का multiplication आता नहीं है. X minus x bar x minus x bar is equal to bxy, y minus y bar. So bxy is 0.74, y minus y bar. Y bar is 5.8 and x minus 4.8. Just try to solve x minus 4.8 is equal to 0.74 into y minus 0.74 into 5.8. So 0.74y minus 0.74 into 0.58 कितना आता है? 0.74 into 5.8, that is 4.2. X is equal to, अब x is minus 4.4 इस साइड में आ जाएगा तो that is plus 0.74y plus 0.48 minus 4.2. So it is 0.74 minus plus हो जाएगा. Four point two plus 4.8. 3.72. हो गया यहाँ तक? You have to split this bracket like this. Okay, every bracket को 0.74 को 0.58 से multiply करना है, and you have to open this bracket and get this equation x is equal to 7.41. आता है कि नहीं दिखाना मुझे कल.
मैम मैम इससे पहले जो आर का भी हमारा हुआ है, आपने एक पीपीटी दिया है, उसके बाद की प्रैक्टिस के लिए हमको बाकी भी चाहिए थे.
क्या?
मतलब बाकी के जो कोड्स थे, जो फर्स्ट वाली पीपीटी उसमें डाटा फ्रेम तक ही है, उसके आगे जो हमने किया था वो उसमें नहीं था.
अच्छा,
तो वो चाहिए था प्रैक्टिस के लिए.
ओके, दे दूंगी मैंने 2 आर के सेशन दिए ना. आई विल शेयर विद यू गाइस.
यस मैम.
ओके,
एंड मैम इफ पॉसिबल ये वाली भी अगर मिल जाए तो हम लोग प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. जैसे इसमें एग्जांपल्स थे, वी कैन प्रैक्टिस देम इन एक्सेल आल्सो.
या आई विल शेयर दिस आल्सो. ओके,
यस.
but do it practice. अगर तुम्हारा एग्जाम होगा, if I will ask you what is the least square method, what is the mean deviation method, and what is the formula, so you guys should know about what is the least square method and all. Yeah, if I have given this bxy value, I want to calculate the value of x, so you should know all these equations, right? Okay, so we will see you tomorrow. I will share these slides and our slides also. Bye.